It's not really a secret that I love Synology. In fact, I love them so much that I've got 4 of them. I've got 2 218 pluses, a 918 plus, and an RS 820 plus in the rack upstairs in my office. But I wanted to set up a way to access them remotely that's not quick connect, but using my own domain name. Sure, you can use DDNS, but people can still get your IP address. But if I use Cloudflare as my domain controller and I proxy my IP, that takes care of that. Then we'll secure it using Nginx Proxy Manager. We'll give it a secure SSL, and we'll set it all up, and I'll show you guys how right now. What's really cool about NPM is here in DSM, we don't have to change anything to make this work. What you'll have to know is your IP address of your NAS and the HTTPS port that you're using, and then you'll use those in NPM here in a couple minutes. But first thing we're going to do is go into Cloudflare and set up our A record. So let's go to Cloudflare and do that now. This should definitely look familiar to you guys. I used Cloudflare in my last video for Mattermost, and we'll use it today. So what you're going to do is click Add Record. This is under the DNS section, by the way, up here at the top. Click Add Record, leave the type as A, and we'll name it NAS, just as an example. And then your IPv4 address is your home IP. And you can get that by Googling my IP and then put that in this box here. Now we want to make sure we uncheck the proxy by clicking on the little cloud. And I'm going to go ahead and explain why we're doing this right now, why you want to untick this. Because when you're proxied, it gives your domain the Cloudflare IP. And through NPM, you need to request a certificate, and it needs to see your home IP in order to be able to figure out where to route the traffic to. So in order to do that, you have to leave it unproxied so you can get the certificate first, then reproxy. I know it sounds confusing, but I was hoping that tidbit would kind of clear that up. And I think I actually just confused you more, but maybe not. Anyways, don't forget to click save. That's all we have to do here on Cloudflare for now. We'll come back and reproxy this once we set it up over in NPM. So let's go ahead and do that. All right, here we are on a fresh install of Nginx Proxy Manager. We'll click Add Proxy Host, and this is where that A record subdomain will go. So it'll be nas.geeked.me. Hit enter. And then we will change the scheme to HTTPS. And this is where we'll put the local IP of our NAS, which is 192.168.1.110. Our port, for me, I changed it to 6301. The default secure port for Synology is 5001. So if you're still on 5001, that's the port that will go here. We will block common exploits, and then we will go to SSL. We will request an SSL. We'll force it, and we will click I agree, and then we'll click save. And then once it's done assigning the certificate, it'll bring you back to the proxy host where you can see your proxy host here. This is where I go back to Cloudflare and click the cloud and reproxy the domain that I just created, the A record. So if you were to ping nas.geek.me, it would give you a Cloudflare IP. But usually that process takes about 5 minutes, so don't go sharing your links with people until you can ping that and see a different IP that's not your home IP. So just food for thought. When you go back and do that, it doesn't happen right away. It takes about 5 minutes. So if we click this, it should take us to our Synology NAS. Let's go ahead and try it. There it is, it worked. We have a secure domain link to our Synology NAS, nas.geek.me. I can sign in pretty much anywhere in the world that has internet and have access to my Synology NAS. That wasn't hard. Now you do have to have a domain purchased and set up before you do this, of course. And when you go into Cloudflare and you sign up for the first time, they'll give you 2 DNS servers that you can add into your domain controller so that Cloudflare can take control of your domain. It's a pretty simple process. If you guys need help or don't really know how to do that, I think I actually did show how to do that in one of my previous videos, so it is there. You can now access your Synology NAS using your own domain. I hope you guys liked it. If you did, be sure to give me a thumbs up. If you have any questions, be sure to let me know in the comments below. If you're not subscribed, I don't know why, consider subscribing. Click the bell icon if you want to know when the videos drop. It'll send you a push notification to your phone saying, yo, Geek just dropped a new video. Go check it out. I would appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for watching. That's it for now. See you guys in the next one.